Hello and welcome to coverage of Formula PlayStation and F1 2013 League on the PS3 platform. Today we've got coverage of Season 2 Round 7 at the German Grand Prix at the Nürburgring. We've got 30 laps around this circuit, the 16-turn time twisting circuit in Germany, the track length of 5.148 kilometers and a full race distance of 154.44 kilometers. The tyre options available are the softs, mediums, intermediates and wets. We have a forecast for clear skies with a few clouds, so it should be a very good race. Qualifying will be a bit crucial here, and it's crucial to get rid of the soft tyres and get onto the race tyre, which is the medium tyre. So it's going to be very interesting. We've got a championship battle between Minichess and Tom. Let's get on to the qualifying report. Today's qualifying comparison of Formula PlayStation Round 7 here at Germany is between Tom and Feinstraat on the left and Aarava on the right in his Mclaren. So there's a second between them two in the qualifying difference, so let's see where the time is gained and lost. So going down to the first corner now, Tom brakes much later than Aarava and locks up a tad on the right, but still managed to make the corner quite well. Aarava hits a bollard a tiny bit, that'll lose him some speed. Going through the second corner, Tom takes it in third gear, Aarava in fourth, and then Tom later into fourth gear. Down to the third turn, Tom takes it in second gear, whereas Aarava in first, and now this allows Tom to get a lot more stability through the corner. And as we come through the freeze frame now, we can see that stability has gained Tom about half a second there already in the first sector, so that's quite good for Tom there. Going down to the left-hander, going down one gear to fifth, and then into the right-hander, down to second gear. Tom taking a much wider exit line here to gain some more speed on exit, and he used a lot more curves than Aarava at this point on the lap. And so the session's ended on Tom's screen, so he's got some pressure on him to try and finish this lap and make it a good one. Through the hairpin, they both take a similar line in second gear, and now going to the fast chicane. And Tom has changed to sixth gear much earlier than Aarava, carrying a lot more speed, so it looks like his gearing is much higher than Aarava's. Now coming through to the left-hander now, and Tom takes a much nicer line. Aarava locking up there a tad bit on the left tyre. Going through the right-hander now, Tom again taking a much more aggressive line, a lot more speed through that corner. We come through the freeze frame, you can see that's definitely about at least a second and a bit more gap between the two drivers there. Now coming down to the tricky chicane at the very end, a very hard braking zone all the way down to first gear in a flash of a second, and Tom takes a bit of curb on the right there, and I think that's where he lost a tiny bit of time Aarava to make it just 1 second gap, with Tom coming through with a 128.457 and Aarava with a 129.448. So let's go to the rest of the grid. So unfortunately we couldn't get someone else to do the qualifying comparison this week, everyone a bit busy, but nonetheless here we go for the rest of the grid. We've got Minichess in first place on pole position with a Force India Mercedes with a 127.4, so that is a blistering lap time, a full second ahead of Tom Feinstraat, who was a full second ahead of Aarava in that qualifying comparison. Got Liam Thurso in second place, Tom in third, Freddie in fourth place, Little Paul in fifth, Kalish D1 in sixth place, Nat in seventh, Aarava in eighth, Neo Blitz in ninth place in the second Toro Rosso, Owen in 10th place in the first Williams, Boston 996 in 11th place in the second Red Bull, Anton the Beast HD in the second Mercedes in 12th place, Nick FR12 in 13th, and Carter Joyce having a qualifying ban from previous incidents in 14th place, starting the back of the grid, and Snoop Markey and Mark Webber failed to turn up to this race. So we've got a very interesting race on our hands, and it's going to be a battle between Minichess, Liam Thurso, Tom Feinstraat and Freddie, I feel. So let's get on to the race. It's race time here at the German Grand Prix, Round 7 of Formula PlayStation. It's a sunny day, a few clouds, but it should be a fantastic race. And going to the championship standings, we've got Tom Feinstraat leading the way with 110 points at the beginning of this race. Minichess on pole though, so can he gain some valuable points back on Tom? Red Bull Racing currently leading the constructors, Force India behind. So, going to the German Grand Prix, we've got 30 laps here of Nürburgring. We're going to 5 red lights for the start of round 7 of Formula PlayStation, and we are off. The lights out for an age, and so Tom's getting an okay start. Minichess getting a brilliant start. He's going down to the inside to defend from Liam Thurso, who's maybe going to try and move around the outside. Freddie coming down the inside of Tom. Looks like he's had a much better entry into turn 1 and gets ahead of Tom for third place here, as they're still going to battle on. But Kalish D1 down in 6th place, and he's coming through the left hand and getting a little love tap there from I think Lil Paul or either his teammate Neo Blitz. And now Cal locking up badly, going wide on the left hander, giving the position position to Little Paul and almost losing it to Neo Blitz, his teammate. And so aarava going around the outside of Boss 996, the Red Bull. So aarava in the McLaren going around the outside. We're going 3 abreast nearly into this next corner, but Boss is going to have to back out of it. aarava's going down the inside of Cal, but Cal's got a much better line. aarava having to take the tighter line there to that corner. He's still attacking Cal, and Boss going behind into 10th place. So we're going to have to look at a replay of the start there. I think there may have been a ghosted car going straight on. We'll have to see what happened there, but aarava going down the inside of Cal to this hairpin. But now we're going to cut to a replay of the start. So we're going to see what happened here at the start now. We're on board with Anton the Beast HD and his Mercedes. He's in 12th place, so he's had an okay start there. And it looks like Owen got squeezed out a tiny bit by Marussia, so Anton got ahead of him side by side with aarava. And Owen doesn't brake enough and slams Anton straight through. Thank God he ghosted, otherwise that would have been a horrific crash. And Owen waits up for him, so Owen won't be getting any penalties or any sort as he's waited up for Anton. Anton back into 12th place there, so a bit of a rough start for Anton there. But nonetheless, luckily, you know, no collisions were really made with the rest of the grid as he ghosted. Going down to the end of lap 1, Boss is coming really high into the chicane, and he's tapped aarava around. And Boss reporting after the race that he was having issues with his wheel the whole race, and that his brakes weren't, you know, probably working. And you'll see later on that he actually disconnects from the race due to his wheel just completely spazzing out. So unfortunate there for Boss, who's tapped around aarava, and that's unfortunate for aarava as well. He's on the back of Nick FR12 in the Ferrari now. And so going on to the lap 2, and we're looking back at the lap 1, and this is so far back at this point. Owen and Anton going through to the chicane, and he's overtaken Anton for 12th place here going through, and thankfully all of them ghost for Anton and Owen there. So Owen into 10th place right now, so not too bad after the calamities of turn 1 there for Owen. Anton's still going to fight Owen though, and looks like he's gone down the inside, but no, nothing comes of it. Owen has much better line. So onto lap 2, back with aarava on Neek FR12 trying to fight him. Coming through, aarava going to first gear here, getting much better traction there and taking the inside line for Neek FR12. Looks like he is running manual gears right now. I don't think he was meant to do that at the start of the race, and that's why he had a poor start to the race. So we'll see if he changes in the pit stops. So onto lap 2, Freddie's going to overtake Nat down the inside with all the curves. No DRS needed on lap 2. Obviously it's not activated yet, and so Freddie up into 4th place here of Foreign PlayStation, ahead of Nat and just behind Tom 975 Track, Liam at Thurso and Minichairs. So it looks like somewhere Tom got Freddie back onto the race. We didn't see a clip of that. And so on to lap 2 with Boss, and he's gone horribly wide, and he's gone to the gravel. He's slowed down. He's down to last place. His wheel giving him real issues here at the moment. So on with aarava now. He's going down the inside of Anton, the Beast HD. Anton not giving too much room there. aarava with DRS has to go across the grass very cautiously there to overtake him round the outside, down the inside of this next part of the chicane to get up into 10th place. Anton down to 11th place. And going on to lap 4 now with Tom 975 Strap. Minichairs set to the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, but now with Tom chasing Liam at Thurso, he should have DRS. I think he should do. Yes, he does. Opening DRS wide open in the slipstream on that Ferrari now, and going through onto the first corner, trying to overtake him, going down the inside. He's going to make a diving move, and he's going to make it stick. I think he's going to squeeze Liam at Thurso out wide, and Tom is going to get up into 2nd place behind his rival Minichairs at this point. But no, Liam's coming back at him, but Tom's going to hang it around the outside again, and he's still hanging around the outside. Liam at Thurso not giving up. He's still down the inside, but no, Tom gets the inside to this corner, and now finally he's up into 2nd place guaranteed. And no, on to lap 5 now, and we've got aarava trying to make his pit stop, I think, so his tyre's really worn. Owen making his pit stop ahead of him, so those tyres really worn. So as I said a bit earlier in the race guide, we're going to chuck away these soft tyres. Really, they're not the race tyre to be on. The medium tyre is a much better race tyre. And going into this, yes, we can see aarava's going to change back to auto gears. I think for this race he mistakenly put manual gears on for the race, and he just wanted it for the qualifying, so he's changing back in the pits. So he's done okay to go manual for the first stint there, so he might should have maybe just carried on with that. But going on to coming out of the pits in 12th place now, so Carter Joyce in 13th place. So I think Carter Joyce might have had an issue into turn 1 at some point, spinning him round, so he's behind everyone now. But obviously he had a qualifying ban earlier, which meant he started at the back of the grid. So Freddie making his pit stop onto lap 6, I'm guessing, because this will be the next lap on from the lap aarava made his pit stop. And Kalish D1 making his pit stop on lap 6 for another set. He's going to make a set for medium tyres, I'm going to guess. Yes, everyone going with medium tyres is really the best option to really go option prime prime to the end of it, really, and it's kind of the best option, really. I don't know why you'd run 2 soft tyres. They just degrade so fast, really. Only 6 laps on them. But speaking of the option tyres, Tom has managed to go 6 laps on the option tyres. Onto lap 7 he makes the pit stop. So Tom really going far on the option tyres, so that'll bode well for him for the race, because he can kind of lean harder on the medium tyres. And I think Minichez has already pit a lap earlier, or maybe he's stayed out even further. So Minichez going maybe 7 laps on the option tyres. So that's kind of interesting. So Freddie has overtaken Liam Durso in the pit stop. So Freddie getting an undercut on Liam Durso, and he's up into, I think that was 4th place. Yeah, and we've got a Marussia going off. I think that was Lil Paul going off. And Boss, as we can see, has retired from the race after getting some bad wheel connections there. And Cal is up into 7th place as Nia Blitz, and I think Lil Paul came to contact a tiny bit. But Cal's got DRS now onto Neek FR12 down to the chicane. Will he make a move? We'll have to see. Going all the way down to 1st gear now into the chicane. He's following Nick FR12. Neo Blitz, his teammate, right behind him. I think that's Anton who's lost the rear a tiny bit. So, oh no, Nat has lost the rear. So Nat's struggling with his tyres. Looks like he's still on the, is he on the option? No, he's on the medium. So he's struggling with the tyre coming straight off out of the pits there. So now Cal has got DRS on Nat. Nat's got DRS anyway, but looks like Cal's got a much higher geared car, and so going down to the 1st corner, Cal's on the inside, Nat's on the outside, but Nat goes around the outside, battling still side by side. Now Nat's going to take the corner, and it looks like that will be the defending done from Nat there, unless Cal can maybe make a move down to this next corner. If Nat goes wide, doesn't look like it, but looks like his teammate Neo Blitz is going to make a move down the inside, and we didn't see the rest of that, but I don't think anything came of it. And now going on board with Aarava, Little Paul has only just come back on track. Aarava going around the outside of him and onto the Beast HD, who subsequently lost it as well, like his teammate Nat9958 did. So we had a bit of a black spot there, sorry for that, but now we've got on board with Boss 996, who we saw retired earlier, so this surely is a bit of out of sync, because these guys are so far back, but on the same lap. And as you can see, his controller disconnected, so it looks like he's just decided to retire. No point if his wheel's going to keep on disconnecting race, you know, kind of lap after lap, really. So Boss deciding to retire, and fair enough for him, and we won't be giving him any penalty points for that, because his wheel was giving him some major issues. So now going on to lap 7 with Aarava down the inside of Neek, maybe around the outside of this next corner. No, Neek defends well, but Aarava gets the undercut, and he takes 8th place there from Neek FR12. And so Aarava making a comeback race here now until lap 8 with Cal HD1. He's got his teammate hustling him, harrying him, going down the inside. Cal giving him room, and Neo barging his way through into 7th place. A bit of an okay move, bit iffy on the contact going into the corner, but fair enough, his teammate gave him room anyway. So Neo Blitz up into 7th place. So now Freddie onto lap 8. He's in 2nd place at the moment. And so what's happening here, really? I think just showing that where everyone is at the moment. So Minichair is in 1st place. Freddie in 2nd, Liam Durso in 3rd. But going down to the chicane, no, oh my god, there's been a tap between Freddie and Liam Durso there. And Tom's through into 2nd place. Freddie in 3rd, Liam Durso in 4th place, and after the race Liam Durso told us that it was a bit of a lag tap, and so he let Freddie through, but Freddie actually thought it was just a bit of BS from the chicane, so we'll have to, we can't really call that too much, so we'll just call that a racing incident, really. And you know, fair driving from both of them to kind of agree on, to agree to disagree on if it was lag or just random Codemasters glitch. But now Aarava into the gravel onto lap 9, through down to the hairpin, defense from Carter Joy still, so he was chasing down Cal HD1 and Neo Blitz, the 2 Toro Rosso boys. Aarava now into the gravel, and he's going chased down by Carter Joyce on lap 10. He goes down to the inside to defend, but Carter Joyce got the DRS and going right past Aarava even before the braking zone. And Carter Joyce now up into to 8th place, sorry, and Aarava down to 9th place in his McLaren. So Carter Joyce having the pace to get ahead, even though he had some calamities into the first few laps, I think, after spinning round and also starting the back of the grid. But Aarava now struggling on his tyres a tiny bit as he tapped Carter Joyce there a tad. And so on to lap 11 with Tom Anderson finds track, and looks like there's a bit of a connection. Oh no, he's lost connection. So that's major for the championship. Mini Cheddars will gain a whole 25 points on Tom 97 Feinstraat if he keeps the lead in this Grand Prix. And Aarava going down the inside of Nat 958. A beautiful move there, you know, on lap 11. And that coming back at him, though, down the inside. But I think Aarava will keep the line around the outside. But yeah, going back to that, there'll be a major 25 points in the bag ahead of Tom 97 Feinstraat for Mini Cheddars if he wins this race, which I think will be likely. And Aarava defending from that 9958 going to the inside, but actually going on, we heard from that 9958 there was a bit of lag there as Aarava swooped to the inside. There was a bit of lag, and Nat lagged inside Aarava's car and then had to swoop to the left and took out Little Paul, a bit of his front wing there. bit of a lag sort of incident, so we can't really give any penalty points out there. It was just really a domino effect from some lag. So yet again, lag really ruining league races a tiny bit. The lag really is quite poor in this game, and I hope it really does improve, because at the moment it is really disrupting the quality of races. But on to lap 12 now. Freddie has got a DRS on Calishly1, who I suspect hasn't pit yet, because I think he's a bit out of sync here. So Freddie overtaking Cal for third place here. And in second place is Liam Thurso, and so I think he's going to be overtaking someone through into this corner. No, Liam Thurso is still out ahead, so Liam Thurso in second place, but Freddie coming into lap 13. Oh, no, he gets spun, and he's having to ghost, he's having to wait up for everyone to go through, so Freddie losing it on the first turn after the bollard glitch kind of spins him around, and so he's taking his time kind of turning around. God, Freddie, bit of, maybe you need to relearn your 3-point turn parking there. So Freddie kind of going down to 6th place after being spun by the bollard there, and on to lap 13, and that's, aarava's view of it, going through his teammate there, so thankfully it ghosted, otherwise that could have been quite a bad accident there. So now on to lap 15, Cal HD1 is making his pit stop for the Toro Rosso boys, for another set of prime tyres, as I said, the much better race tyre at the German Grand Prix here, and so Cal going to go down to probably about 5th or maybe 6th place. We'll have to see. Aarava's in 5th place currently, and we'll have to see where Cal comes out. No, Aarava's overtaken Cal there in the pit stop, so Cal down to 6th place as Carl Joyce also overtakes him, and now on to lap 21, all the way to lap 21, nothing much happened in the race. Freddie making his pit stop on lap 21 for another set of prime tyres, which are taking through to the end, so Freddie doing a good job so far for the McLaren boys. So Freddie, after spinning, is in an okay position still, and I think he should have the pace to re-overtake some people later on. So on to lap 21 with Calishly1 now, a bit later down the line, and he's making his pit stop for the final medium tyre, I'm suspecting. Look at those tyres, really worn. Cal having some problems with lag spikes throughout this race, so really tough race for him mentally to try and just finish the race really and keep spirits high. But he's doing an okay job for Toro Rosso right now to get some good points. And he's coming out of the pit lane. He's in 7th place right now, ahead of Little Paul there. On to lap 22 now. Freddie's making his way up. I did say he would make his way up, and he's into 3rd place now, going down the inside of Liam Mathur. So Aarava in 2nd place at the moment, out of sync with everyone, trying to make his pit stop a bit later on. So Freddie going down the inside of Liam Mathur. So a brilliant move there from Freddie, up into 3rd place now, and that should be a net 2nd, I think. We'll have to see. But actually going to lap 23, Liam Mathur, so going round the outside of Freddie on the pit straight with DRS, and he gets into 2nd place. So Freddie and Liam really having a good scrap here, and they're at it again on to lap 23, down to the hairpin. Freddie trying to make a move on Liam there, so maybe thinking about it into the hairpin, but he has to stick behind him, but he's still very much there. He's got half a bar of curves going to the DRS straight next. He's going to hang it round really near to Liam Mathosa right now, going around the outside. He's going to make a move. If he makes the move around the outside, I will be really impressed, but no, he backs out of it. He waits for the undercut into the DRS straight. Still holds back and waits for the DRS to pop up. Yes, there it is. He uses the curves DRS down the inside of Liam Thurso and makes the move stick, and it's a lovely move for 2nd place. Really built up over the lap, trying to kind of just, sticking behind Liam Thurso as close as he could. So good manoeuvre there for Freddie to get 2nd place. And now onto lap 23. Owen is making having a battle with Lil Paul there. He's going wide. He's on really worn tyres. Lil Paul going around the outside, and oh god, there's been a bit of a glitch there, and you could definitely see that Lil Paul just went across Owen. There was no contact, and there was literally a tap, and Lil Paul was spun around. So a bit of like the side pod glitch, but on the front wing, if you know what I mean. So a bit of a weird incident there. We can't really give any penalty because, if there was no kind of glitch or kind of oversensitivity, that would have definitely just been a normal kind of overtaking move, and they would have carried on. And yeah, we can't really do much about that, unfortunately, to Little Paul there, so sorry about that. So on to lap 25 with Anton. He's making his pit stop. We haven't seen him all race. He's really had quite a boring race, but he's still going to get a point at the moment, his first point in the league, so that will still be a good race for him to get his first point. So on to the last lap of the Grand Prix. 2nd place, Freddie has actually lost his KERS here, so Freddie has lost his KERS, so he's really defenseless at the moment, and with Carter Joyce with KERS, and with a bit of fresher tyres, I believe, in the Force India, really making a stampede at Freddie now in the Force India. And could Carter Joyce make it a 1-2 for Force India? We'll have to see. Freddie really battling hard, trying to defend through these corners, getting a much better exit of that corner as Carter Joyce loses the rear a tiny bit. but we've still got the rest of the lap, and obviously going to the straight now, Carter Joyce will have all his curves and DRS. Freddie is completely defenseless, and Carter Joyce goes round the outside for second place on the last lap of the Grand Prix. They both cut across as they don't manage to make the corner. Bit of a weird situation there, but nevertheless, Carter Joyce in second place. No, Freddie in second place at the moment. Carter Joyce going around the outside on the last corner of the last lap of the German Grand Prix, and Carter Joyce makes it a 1-2 for Force India. So a really good haul of points for the Force India team there. And Mini Shares wins the race, gets 25 points on Tom 97 Fine Track. Very good day for him. Aarava comes home in 5th place ahead of his rivals Kalish D1 and Nat 9958 in the championship to get some valuable points. And then Kalish D1 in 6th place, having an okay race with some lag sync issues. Now onto the last lap of the Grand Prix. Is Owen going to make a move on Little Paul? We'll have to see. He's got DRS here, so he could make a move for maybe 8th place. There would be some more points for Owen and the Williams team, who have not had the best season so far. But Little Paul goes wide, goes across as he does make the corner, and Little Paul going across, having to take to the escape road, and he's going to stay ahead for 8th place. Owen in 9th place, having to bail out of it, but Owen comes home for 9th place, so some 2 valuable points there for Owen and the Williams team. Anton, the B stage, he comes home for his first point in Formula PlayStation, so he's a bit happy, I think, to get his first point in Formula PlayStation. But as I said, the winner, Mini Cheddars in his Force India, 1-2 for Force India, but well done to Mini Cheddars, getting 25 points on his rival Tom 97 Fine Track so far in the championship. So here's how the full race classification lined up after 30 laps. Mini Cheddars wins the race, and it's a 1-2 for Force India for him and Carter Joyce. Freddie in 3rd place in the first of the McLarens. Liam Mathoso in 4th place in the first of the Ferraris. Aarava in 5th place in the second McLaren. Kalish D1 in 6th place. Nat 9958 in 7th place in the Mercedes. Iron 128 in 8th place in the first Williams. Little Paul 78 in 9th place in the first Marussia. And out on the B stage, he gets his first points in Formula PlayStation in 10th place there. And Nick FR12 disconnecting, having some really bad connections over the whole kind of league. Really unfortunate there for him. Tom 97 Fine Track obviously disconnecting as well, so really poor, losing 25 points to his rival Mini Cheddars there. That will not be good for him. Neo Blitz disconnecting as well. We had a lot of connection issues. Kalish D hosted this race, and of course he was having some lag spike issues, so I think generally the whole grid suffered. And Boss 996, sorry, retired after some wheel issues. So this is how the Driver Championship lines up. Carter Joyce overtakes Aarava for 6th place there, but all stays the same. Just Mini Cheddars getting some valuable points on Tom 97 Fine Track in the championship, so getting ever closer, 9 points within reach. So going into the next race, that'll be very interesting to see if Mini Cheddars can bridge the gap and maybe even overtake Tom. We'll have to see how their races go, really, but it should be a really close one for the rest of the season. And Kalish D1 sort of closing in on Liam Mathoso, but he's in sort of his league of his own with 88 points there, just a bit behind Mini Cheddars, but well ahead of Kalish D1 and Nat 9958. And Carter Joyce overtaking Aarava for 6th place in the championship. So going to the second half of the championship now, we've got Freddie making his way up the table slowly but surely into 9th place with 33 points, making his way up. So I think pretty much by the end of the season we will see him in the top, I think maybe top 5, because he is such a quick driver, and he's definitely up there with Mini Cheddars and Tom. So I think we'll see him slowly make his way up. Little Paul goes down and Neo Blitz goes down because of this. And Owen, Neek, FR12 and Snoop Mark stay in the same place. And I believe we're trying to get a replacement for Snoop Marky, as he's got a lot of work stuff now. And I believe he's actually moving country, so now he won't be able to race in the league. So we're trying to find a replacement for him. And Mark Moeba, currently inundated with exams, should be returning back for the league for some more races hopefully soon. And going to the Constructors' Championship now, Force India overtake Red Bull Racing with a haul of points with a 1-2 finish, ahead of Red Bull with 169 points. Red Bull Racing with 145 points. McLaren Mercedes in 3rd, Ferrari in 4th place, Scuderia Torosso in 5th, Mercedes in 6th, Marussia Cosworth in 7th, and Williams Renault in 8th place. So now we go into a very special part of the video. We introduced this part last time round in round 6 at Monaco, and now we're going to continue it on. We've got the post-race interviews with 3 of the drivers from the grid to tell you their story of the race. Alright, so we're here with Kalish D1. So Cal, you finished in 6th place, and you're having a few troubles throughout the race, so tell us about it.
Well, yeah, it started off with not the best start. I was way too cautious, just letting too many cars through. I think I started 6th, ended up about 8th going into turn 4. And overall in the race, I managed to keep the tyres quite well, but I wasn't really making much positions. I had a really ridiculous lag tap with my teammate again, me coming together with him. And it was like a 50-meter lag tap going into the chicane, and I just couldn't do much about it. I didn't even know it happened until he told me about it. And the second half was quite boring for me. I was all on the road. I think it was all split like apart by like 6 or 7 seconds, and it was just the lag spikes that ruined me. I was trying to catch up with aarava towards the end in the final stint, but I just couldn't, because every single lap I had a lag spike from my console, and that lost me a second. So I had nowhere to go really at the end. But I'm happy with 6th place, but maybe could have got 5th. But yeah, overall we're happy with 6th.
So here with Tomlinson and Feinstrat, who disconnected during the race. So Tom, really disappointing race for you, and you lost some ground on the championship. So tell us about the race so far up until you got disconnected.
Oh, I had a really good qualifying, managed to get into 3rd place. I right at the end of the qualifying, so I had a good start, and managed to overtake Freddie, I believe it was, at the end. So I managed to get a net 2nd place, and I don't think I was going to catch him, as he was just too fast on the day for me. But after the pit stops, came out in 4th place surprisingly. Freddie and Niamat Thurston managed to get the undercut on me, so I had to just like fight back and make my way back through the field. But luckily enough for me, they both came together, and as you saw in the highlights, they both had a little incident there, and I don't know what's going to happen there. I don't know what action's going to be taken, but yeah, after that I was into 2nd place. I was just driving my own race, and then yeah, I know I just disconnected unfortunately, and very disappointed because I had a 25-point advantage before this race, and it's gone all the way down to 9. But nonetheless, it was all up to that point in that race really.
Season, so you're still hopeful that you can challenge mini shares and keep the gap still?
Yeah, I reckon I am. I think I've got quite a bit of confidence in myself, so yeah, I reckon I've got chance of doing it, and there's no way to go yet, so anything can happen.
Alright, cheers Tom.
Alright, cheers.
And finally we're here with Anton the Beast HD, who scored his first point for Formula Play session today in round 7 Germany. So Anton, tell us about it.
Yeah, pretty mixed race to be honest. Got quite a good start. I think there was quite a few incidents at the first corner, so again making up quite a few positions, because I actually braked towards the first corner like quite early, just because I know there's going to be incidents first corner, just try and avoid them really. Got hit up the arse by, sorry, yeah, I got hit from Owen from behind, which was very unfortunate, but it didn't really cost me that much time. But very good that it was ghosting on F1 2013, which is really good. Apart from that, not really that much of an entertaining race, just by myself, just trying to get Neek for basically the whole race and just sitting by myself. Had a quite interesting battle with aarava near the start of it, so all round okay race, got my first point, but I was hoping for more.
So there you have it. We really hope you've enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new for weekly F1 and full coverage of Formula PlayStation, this F1 2013 league run on the PS3 platform. The next round will be Canada, and if the drivers didn't get the message, Canada will be raced on Friday the 20th of December. It's at Canada, the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, and it should be a fantastic Grand Prix. Plenty of overtaking here at Canada, so it should be a great one, and we'll see you guys next time. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've been aarava. Until then, goodbye.